Witt throws the basketball away.
Good pass.
Good pass to Aldermoss, lays it up and in. Good assist by Ashland Ferguson.
Murray wants the ball. He's got it rolling to his left. Got some pressure, and he's down. What a
Dark horse for 14th region preseason, so we'll see what happens today.
From L.S.T. Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University, I'm Chris Dickerson along with Reggie Dickerson, Andy Bailey, Jonathan Keaton, and the rest of the MTTV Channel 2 sports crew welcoming you to 16th Region Basketball, our final session here this evening, session number 8, and we have the boys championship game between, it's an all 64th district championship. The champions of the 64th district, the Ashland Paul Blazer Tomcats, taking on the runners-up in the 64th district, the Boyd County Lions. So, Reggie, we started a week ago this past Monday night down here with 8 nights of action, 14 games. 13 games is in the books, and this is it. One more to go before we shut down for the season, and whoever wins this game here this evening will travel to Rupp Arena next week to represent the 16th region in the boys' Sweet 16.
Well, it's been we're way up in the top of this gym, and I'll be honest, every night it gets just a little bit harder for me to climb the stairs, but we've had a good time, enjoyed doing the games, and before we talk about the game, I want to say, Chris, it's been a fun year with you this year. We've been Wolfe County, we've been Menifee, Elliott, Morgan.
It's been a blast.
And we've done quite a few games, girls and boys, and really, what we need to do tonight is thank Mountain Telephone for providing this for their customers, their viewers. I know a lot of time and effort and money goes into this. This ain't free, and for people elderly people that enjoy a good ball game that may not be able to watch their grandson or granddaughter, this is a great service. They've been a great company and a good company in all of the communities of the 5 counties that they're very involved in many things, and it's always trying to help the community. So good shout out to Shane Ison, Quentin Murphy, and all the staff at Mountain Telephone, and I believe we'll have a decent game tonight. We both filled out a bracket before this started, and it's no surprise to us or anybody else, I don't think, that Ashland is in the finals tonight, and Boyd County climbed the ladder. They played Elliott first, and Elliott played a good game against Boyd County, come close to knocking them off, and then last night, of course, they defeated Round County to get here to the championship. I can tell you this, I don't know if they'll win tonight. I don't think they will, but I can tell you next year they're going to be somebody to contend with. They're young. They've got an 8th grader that can absolutely shoot the lights out of it. And I'm just going down their roster here. Jacob Spurlock is going to be a great player in this region. They're young. Brad Newsom is a senior, but Reese DeBoard he'll be back next year. I think Boyd County has a real shot next year of winning this tournament. I really do. But I think it's going to be uphill for them tonight. Ashland's just I don't know if anybody could have played Ashland a better game than Bath County played them last night. And they had the momentum. Bath County did. They had a 5-point, I believe at one time, a 5-point lead. And with 3 minutes left, they had the basketball and was up 3. And then before you could shake a stick, I mean, Ashland was up 3. So Colin Porter can do a lot of things, and with the basketball, I mean, and he's such a defender. They're just a good team. Cole Villers, you know, great shooter, but he's playing with a sprained MCL and is scheduled for surgery in April, so he's not 100%. And Sellers had an off night last night shooting. Hey, if it hadn't been for Sellers, they'd probably been in trouble what shots he did hit. But you have to believe that the person that holds this team together, the person that drives this vehicle, the Ashland Tomcats, is Colin Porter.
This basketball game is being brought to you tonight by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, Dave Ison, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive, Frederick Law Office, PLLC, Skylar Dickerson of Homeland Realty, and St. Clair Home Health Care. Head-to-head, these teams, first of all, Ashland comes into this basketball game tonight. The 3-time defending champions of the 16th region, the Tomcats, have a record of 25-5. They've won 7 straight and 19 out of their last 20 games coming into this game tonight. Their only loss was to Russell during that spell on February the 7th at Russell, and they played that game without Colin Porter. Villers did play in that game, but he was hurt as well.
But was in worse shape than he is now.
Ashland against 16th region field, and I've told you this before, in the regular season in district play, they were 3-1 against 16th region competition. That's in this tournament here this year. Boyd County comes into this basketball game with a record of 23-7. The Lions have won 4 out of their last 5, and they've won their 10-3 in their last 13 games. Boyd County against this tournament field this year in the regular season in district play played 8 games, and they were 5-3 in those basketball games. Looking at these two teams head-to-head and what they've done against each other since the 97-98 season, Ashland holds a 48-26 advantage over Boyd County in all games since 97-98. However, in 16th tournament championship games, and that's the only way they can meet down here is in the championship, because you're on opposite sides of the bracket when you're in the same district. They're 3-1 in 16th region championship games. Boyd County is. County pep band there with the rendition of the national anthem. Getting back to looking at head-to-head statistics between these two teams. In 16th region championship games since 1998, Boyd County is 3-1. They've won 3 out of the last 4. These teams have met 13 times since 1973 in championship games in 16th region action. Boyd County holds an 8-5 advantage in those last 13 or in those 13 meetings since 1973. Ashland is 34-20 overall in championship games, and that goes all the way back to 1922. So that's 100 years. Ashland's 34-20 in championship games in 16th region action. Boyd County is 10-8 in championship games since 1973. Boyd County's last 16th region championship was in 2018, and they defeated the Ashland Tomcats in that game 54-49. Ashland, of course, is the three-time defending champion, and they defeated Round County here last year in the 16th region championship game 62-58 in overtime. There's championship basketball all across the Commonwealth of Kentucky this evening in the 14th region at Breathitt County High School in Jackson, Kentucky, tipping off at 7 o'clock. At the same time, our game is tipping off here at Morehead as well. The Engineers of Estill County at 18-12 takes on Perry County Central at 28-4. And we also have that game on MTTV's cable network on Channel 51. So if you prefer to watch the 14th region championship game over the 16th region, it is on Channel 51 this evening, and feel free to watch that. Ashland got here by defeating Bath County last night 59-55, and it was a tale of two different basketball games for this team. In the first round, Ashland defeated East Carter 85-41, shooting 53.1% from behind the three-point line for the game against East Carter. They beat Bath County last night by 4, 59-55. They only shot 30% from behind the three-point line last night and 37% from the field in general for the game. So you're not going to hit the three-point shot the way they did every game against East Carter here in the opening round, but I look for Ashland to shoot the ball better tonight. If it means anything, I was here about an hour and 40 minutes before the start of this game, and when I came in, Ashland was already on the floor, and I can tell you they was standing around the three-point line on both ends of the floor, and they shot three-point baskets and nothing but that for about 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these basketball teams. First, for the runners-up in the 64th District, the Boyd County Lions. They'll start 5'10" freshman, number 1, Cole Hicks. Hicks averaging 8.1 points per game. He's Boyd County's best shooter from behind the three-point line at 40.4%. 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Jason Ellis. Ellis is averaging 11.7 points per game. He shoots 60.1% from the floor, their best shooter from the floor, and he pulls down 9 rebounds per game to go with his 11.7 points. He's the leading rebounder for Boyd County. 6'1" junior, number 13, Reese DeBoard. DeBoard, the leading scorer for Boyd County at 16.1. He's also their best free throw shooter at 81.7%. 6'2", 8th grader, number 32, Jacob Spurlock, and he's a dandy. Spurlock averaging 11.9 points per game, and he shoots 39.9% from the floor, 38.2% from behind the three-point line. And 6'2", junior, number 44, Ace Taylor, rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Randy Anderson's Boyd County Lions. Taylor averaging 3.6 points per game and shoots 53.3% from the field. So again for Boyd County, Cole Hicks, Jason Ellis, Reese DeBoard, Jacob Spurlock, and Ace Taylor. For Coach Jason Mays and his Ashland Paul Blazer Tomcats, he'll start 6'2" senior, number 10, Ryan Atkins. Atkins averaging 5.8 points per game, shoots 59.3% from the field. 5'11" senior, number 11, Colin Porter. Porter, the leading scorer at 17.6. He shoots 86.2% from the charity stripe. 6'1" senior, number 12, Ethan Sellers. Sellers averaging 17.4 points per game. 6'2" senior, number 20, Cole Villers. Villers averaging 14.4 points per game and shoots 38.7% from behind the three-point line. And number 22, 6'2" freshman Xander Carter rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Jason Mays. Carter averages 11 points per game, pulls down 5 rebounds to lead Ashland in that category as well. So again, your starting lineup for Ashland Paul Blazer: Ryan Atkins, Colin Porter, Ethan Sellers, Cole Villers, and Xander Carter. That's your starting lineups for both teams. We're 15 seconds away from hearing the horn here, and we'll go to the floor for the official introduction of the starting lineups, and then we'll get this 16th Region Championship game underway from LST Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University. Glad to have you with us tonight, wherever you may be, however you may be watching us.
Tonight's game features the winners of the 64 district, the Ashland Blazer Tomcats. Versus the winners of the 64th district, the Morehead Lions. Now for your starting lineups, first for Ashland Blazer. At forward, the 6'2" senior number 10, Ryan.
Both teams with the same starting five as they had last night. These teams met 3 times this season. Ashland won all 3 games. January the 11th, 72-54 over Boyd County at Ashland. On the 25th of January, Ashland defeated Boyd County in Summit 88-62, and they won the 64th District Championship game 82-63 over Boyd County. So Xander Carter and Jason Ellis is ready to jump it up. And we're ready to get underway here at LST Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University.
Here we go, down to 2, Chris.
Your boys' 16th Region Championship. Somebody's 32 minutes away from traveling to Rupp Arena next week to represent the 16th Region, and Boyd County controls the tip. Reese DeBoard walks it into the front court. First possession of the game. Gets it to Ellis. Ellis in between the circles, gives it to Taylor. Taylor with Atkins on him, works right side of the floor. Throws it in the corner, 3 ball by Spurlock's, no good. Villers with the back tip to Porter, calling into the front court. And Ellis knocks it away from him behind. It's loose on the floor and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Ashland.
I thought that ball was last touched by Porter. I thought that ball was out on Ashland, but
Porter to inbounds underneath their own basket. Throws it in the corner to Villers. He puts up a 3, no good, and DeBoard gets the rebound for Boyd County. Into the front court comes the Lions, their second possession of the evening. DeBoard in between the circles, calls out the signal. Sellers comes out to pick him up. Walks to the right side of the floor. Drives around Sellers, puts a shot up off the glass and in. DeBoard with the first 2 points of the game. Boyd County with a 2-0 lead.
DeBoard can play too. Yeah, he's a great player.
He can play too. Porter in the front court for Ashland, gives it to Carter, back to Porter, now at the timeline. He comes in between the circles, works off a Atkins screen, right side of the lane, shot up, no good, and they call Porter for the travel. So the first turnover of the game is against Ashland Paul Blazer, and DeBoard will bring it into the front court for Boyd County, and they'll try to build on this early 2-0 lead here in the first period. Sellers on DeBoard again. He gets it to Taylor in between the circles, back to DeBoard. He fakes a 3, backs it out. And this will be the type pace that Boyd County wants to play if they stay close in this game.
Limited possessions.
DeBoard, top of the key, misses a long 3. Carter gets the rebound, gets it to Villers, and Cole brings it into the front court, right side of the floor. Drives down the side of the lane, puts a shot up off the glass. That was blocked by Ellis, but they'll call Jason for the foul. That's the first foul of the game. on Boyd County.
It looked like a pretty good block, honestly, to me.
Cole Villers goes to the free throw line for Ashland. The 6'2 senior shoots 78.6% on the season. The Tomcats are 74.3% as a team, and Villers makes the first one.
You can tell when Villers is running down the floor, Chris, that he's got some pain in that leg. He can't give it everything he's got.
Cole makes them both. Yeah, he's going to have surgery just as soon as the season's over with, and he's been playing that way for a while.
Right.
Villers is on Ellis. And Jason brings it across the timeline down the right side of the floor. Now drives in the lane on Villers. Picks his dribble up, puts a shot up in the lane, no good. And the rebound comes off to Atkins. He gets it to Cole, and Villers will bring it across the timeline for Ashland. Right side of the lane, picks his dribble up, hits Sellers at the top of the key, left side of the paint, spins, fall away jumper up, good. Ethan Sellers with his first 2 points, and Ashland with their first lead, 4-2.
This is what I thought Ashland would do last night, and they didn't do it. They're picking up full court here.
Ellis picks his dribble up in the lane, looking for somebody to get it to. He's going to have to hurry to get away with it.
That's 5 seconds.
And a timeout is called by Coach Randy Anderson, a 30-second timeout. That was a long 5 seconds, I'll tell you that.
It sure was.
So we played 2 minutes and 38 seconds here at Morehead. Ashland with a 4-2 lead early in this game. Ashland's out rebounding Boyd County 3-1. The Tomcats with the only turnover in the game. They're 2 of 2 from the free throw line, Ashland is, and Ashland shooting 50% from the field on 1 of 2. Boyd County 25% on 1 of 4. Boyd County's lucky to still have the basketball right there, I'll tell you that.
They sure are. Ashland done a good job on defense there.
DeBoard with the basketball out of the timeout, backs it out in between the circles now for Boyd County. Hands it off to Hicks. Hicks on the left wing, drives down near the baseline, picks his dribble up, gets it. They come back out on top now to Spurlock. Porter on Spurlock. He picks his dribble up, and he loses it. Carter picks it up. Good play by Xander Carter.
Yeah, good defense.
Porter into the front court, gets it to Carter. He'll shoot a 3, left wing, good. Xander Carter with the triple, and Ashland scored 7 straight, and they have a 5-point lead, 7-2. DeBoard in the front court. He takes Sellers down the lane, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Sellers with the rebound, gets it to Porter. Porter in the front court, back to Sellers. Long 3, left side, no good. Put back up and no good by Villers. Back tap by Atkins to Carter, and it's stolen by Hicks. Hicks will pull up and take a 3 for Boyd, good.
Wow, he had a layup and stopped and shot a 3.
Cole Hicks drains the 3, and the lead's down to 2, 7-5.
That's confidence, Chris.
Yes, sir, that's confidence. Sellers, top of the key, 3 ball, no good. Atkins gets the rebound, goes back up, and he's fouled by Ace Taylor, and Atkins will go to the free throw line for Ashland. So Taylor picks up his first foul, and he picked up 2 quick fouls last night, Reggie, in their semifinal game against Round County.
He has picked them up quick every game. The first game, against Elliott, he got in foul trouble too.
Ryan Atkins, the 6'2 senior, makes his first free throw. He's 57.9% on the season as Brad Newsom comes into the lineup for Spurlock for Boyd County. Atkins makes them both. That's his first 2 points, and the Tomcats lead by 4. DeBoard with the basketball. Walks it into the front court as the clock winds down under 3:55 left here in the first period. Top of the key, Hicks gets the basketball to Ellis. He finds DeBoard on the right wing. He misses a 3. That ball's tipped out of bounds, and it went off of Boyd County, off of Brad Newsom. So Ashland will have the basketball. They lead by 4, 9-5. And Porter gets it inbounds, and Collin will walk it into the front court. Sellers on the right wing, takes the board down on the baseline, gets it back to Porter, top of the key, Carter. Sellers on the left wing now. DeBoard on him. He'll bring it back out on top. In between the circles he comes. Left wing Carter. Ellis on him. Sellers on the near wing now. And he'll back it out. Works off an Atkins screen, right side of the lane, puts a shot up over Taylor, no good. And Taylor will be called for his second foul. So that didn't take long.
Media timeout, Chris.
Red Holbrook will check in, I'm sure, for Ace Taylor after the timeout. 2:58 left in the first period. Your score, Ashland 9, Boyd County 5. And we'll be back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Xander Carter leads Ashland with 3 points. Cole Hicks leads Boyd County with 3. And the Tomcats have a 4-point lead, 9-5, with 2:58 left here in the first period. Tucker Conway, the 6'1 juniors, checked into the lineup for Ashland. And Ethan Sellers is on the free throw line. Sellers makes his first free throw. 85.9% on the season. He has 3 points in the game now. Make it 4 as he makes them both, and Ashland's lead 6, 11-5. Into the front court comes DeBoard. Works it to the right side of the floor. Sellers still on him. He drives around Sellers down on the block.
Oh, Porter got hit
Gets it
hard
back to
in the
Hicks, and
face.
Hicks scores. Yeah, he collided
My
with Hicks, and he
goodness.
was hit hard.
Right in his face. I believe it was
Hicks.
Hicks'
Yes.
shoulder, man. That was a hard lick.
So Hicks with the bucket cuts the Tomcat lead to 4. And Porter brings it into the front court for Ashland. He drives around Hicks inside the circle, now backs it out. Sellers will come out to get the ball top of the key. Drives right side of the lane, puts a shot up over the board and in. Sellers with 6, and Ashland's lead 6, 13-7. So he took it right to DeBoard that time, drove him all the way down the right side of the lane to the block and made the field goal. Now DeBoard tries to return the favor. Shot goes in and out, rebound Newsom. He goes back up.
Oh,
It's
good
blocked
block.
from behind by Villers, the third time up and in for Brad Newsom. So Newsom with his first 2 points, and Boyd County needed that bucket. The lead's cut to 8. Porter down the left side of the lane. Reverse shot off the glass. It's
Pretty
good.
shot.
Porter with his first 2 points.
Hicks will have his hands full tonight. That's a hard. He's got a hard job guarding Colin Porter tonight, Chris.
15-9, Ashland with a 6-point lead. The board gets it to Hicks out near the timeline. Xander Carter on him. Hicks takes him down the left side of the lane, picks his dribble up, spins. Gets it back out to the board. And the Ashland foul's going to be, I believe, on Ethan Sellers.
I don't know if he fouled him or not, but he done a good job of selling it, didn't he?
He sure did. Spurlock checks back into the lineup for Boyd County. The basketball comes into Ellis. He spins in the lane, puts a shot up over Villers, no good, and they'll call Cole for the foul. So that's the first foul on Villers. Jason Ellis, the 6'3 sophomore, goes to the free throw line for Boyd County. He shoots 58% from the charity stripe. Boyd County 68% as a team on the season. Ellis makes his first one. Ryan Atkins back into the lineup for Ashland for Villers. And Ellis makes them both. So the lead's down to 4, 15-11. Ellis with his first 2 points. Colin Porter drives in the lane, puts a shot up over Newsom and in.
What a shot.
Porter with 4. And Ashland goes back up by 6, 17-11. Clock down under 55 seconds now left in the first quarter. In the lane,
Good
Ellis
move,
puts a
good
shot
move.
up off the glass and in. Ellis with 4 straight for Boyd County. Porter on the other end, he's pushed and fouled. And goes all the way into the end zone before he gets stopped. Brad Newsom with the foul. And they called that foul before the shot, so Ashland will inbounds. And they get it into Carter. Carter comes to Conway. Back near side Sellers, 3 ball on the way, no good. And Ellis with the rebound for Boyd County. 25 seconds. Ellis in the lane. Round back, it's puts a shot off the glass and in. Ellis has scored 6 straight for Boyd County.
And Chris, that he may be the opportunity for them that they need. I mean, he's mismatched against
Brad Newsom picks up his second foul for Boyd County.
They had a mismatch there with Atkins, and Boyd County probably should be going to him down on the block. He's a big old boy.
Griffin Taylor checks in for Boyd County. Asher Atkins for the Tomcats. Clock down under 10 seconds now. It's down to 3. Ethan Sellers with the 3, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period here in Morehead. Your score, the Ashland Tomcats 17, Boyd County 15. And we'll be back with the second quarter on MTTV Channel 2 right after this.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
To 15, Ashland with a 2-point lead. As we go to the second period, Ethan Sellers leads Ashland in scoring with 6 points. Jason Ellis leads Boyd County with 6. Ashland's out rebounded Boyd County 7-6. Both teams have committed 1 turnover. Both teams are perfect from the free throw line. Ashland 6 of 6. Boyd County 2 of 2. Tomcats shooting 45% from the floor. Boyd County 46. Porter to Sellers on the right wing. He drives it down on the block, puts a shot off the glass,
he missed
no good.
The layup.
And then a foul on the back on the rebound for Ashland. That's on Xander Carter.
And he did.
So Carter picks up his first foul.
You got to hit them, Chris. It's the finals of the region. You got to hit. You got to have them shots.
That's the 13th foul on Ashland as Boyd County comes into the front court. Driving down the lane, shot up off the glass by Spurlock, no good. Carter with the rebound. Here comes Porter. Into the front court, finds Atkins, 3-ball, no good. Boyd County with the rebound to Board. All the way down the floor, puts it up over Porter, no good, and the foul will be on Colin Porter. And Reese DeBoard will go to the free throw line. Porter picks up his first foul. And DeBoard with 2 points in the game so far makes his first trip to the free throw line this evening. 81.7% on the season for Reese. And he makes the first one. So the lead down to 1, 17-16, and DeBoard can tie it if he makes this second free throw here. He misses that one. And Atkins got the rebound for Ashland. Here comes Porter into the front court, right side of the lane. Puts it up off the glass and in, count it. And the Boyd County foul will be on Red Holbrook, and Colin just simply drove around him and left him.
He just simply blew by him, that's all. Give him one head fake, and that was it.
So Red Holbrook commits the foul. Porter gets the bucket. He'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way as Cole Villers checks back into the lineup for Atkins for Ashland.
Well, Boyd County's not going to go away easy. I'll just tell you, they've come to play basketball tonight, and
Colin completes the three-point play.
They're very much in this game.
He has 7 in the game to lead Ashland in scoring now. Porter, Sellers, Conway, Villers, and Carter on the floor for Ashland. Hicks, Ellis, DeBoard, Holbrook, and Spurlock on the floor for Boyd County. Holbrook gives it to DeBoard. Villers on him. He takes him down the right side of the lane, picks his dribble up. Villers blocks the shot, and Spurlock throws it off of Conway out of bounds, and it'll stay with Boyd County. So a good play by Jacob Spurlock to retain the possession for Boyd County.
Yeah, it was a good play by him.
6:54 left in the first half. Out on top, the ball comes to Spurlock. He drives left side of the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. Spurlock with his first two.
That's a good move. I don't care how old you are, but that's an excellent move for an 8th grader.
Especially for an 8th grader.
Yeah.
The lead down to 2. Porter drives in the lane, puts a shot up, no good, and they call a jump ball as Hicks ties him up, and the possession arrow points to Boyd County. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll get in a quick commercial. We'll be back to Morehead right after this.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Back here at LST Johnson Arena, 6:39 left in the first half, and the Tomcats have a 2-point lead, 20-18 over Boyd County. Ashland's led by as many as 6, 17-11 at the 2:58 mark of the first period. Boyd County had one lead of 2 in this game when they scored the first 2 points of the basketball game.
Coach Mays has been up and down that sideline all night. We can hear him very plain up here hollering, Chris. So.
Oh, yeah, you can hear him. Not a big crowd here tonight.
No,
and they're certainly not very vocal so far. Hicks gets the basketball inbounds for Boyd County, brings it into the front court with Porter on him as he crosses the timeline. Comes to the left side, feeds DeBoard. DeBoard puts it up off the glass and in. So a good assist for Hicks. DeBoard with the bucket. He has 5.
Good backdoor cut by DeBoard.
We've got a new game, 20-20. Porter, top of the key, goes to Sellers, deep out on the left wing. He'll bring it back now cross court to Villers. Villers gives it to Carter. Carter directs traffic. Ellis is on him. He gets it to Sellers deep on the left wing. Sellers drives around the board, gets it in the corner. Carter a 3, good. Xander Carter with the triple. He's got 2 of them here in the first half, 6 points.
2 for 2 tonight.
And Ashland has a 3-point lead, 23-20.
They needed that bucket, that's for sure.
Ashland's 2 of 8 from behind the 3-point line for 25%, and Carter has both of those buckets. DeBoard answers on the other end for Boyd County. He's 1 of 3 now from behind the 3-point line. Reese has 8 points, and we're tied at 23. Carter gets it to Villers. Villers with Spurlock on him. Back to Carter on the right wing. He travels. Turnover number 2 for Ashland. And at the 5:17 mark, Boyd County has the basketball and a chance to take the lead as we're tied at 23. Ace Taylor checks back into the lineup for Boyd County for Red Holbrook.
I predict that Ace will have a foul within 2 minutes. He gets to play about 2 minutes before he commits the next foul.
The board comes across the timeline for Boyd County. Goes down on the right wing, puts up a three over Sellers, no good. Taylor could have got a foul there. Porter with the rebound. Sellers on the other end. Gets it back to Carter. Three ball, no good. Rebound to Board.
Boyd County just seems to have a little more pep in their step right now, Chris, than Ashland does. And the longer Ashland lets them stay in the game.
Just like we talked about Bath County last night.
Exactly. The longer they stay around.
Ellis loses it. Porter takes it away from him. Here comes Collin. Passes to Villers. And Villers' shot's blocked by Hicks. And Cole will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
He grabbed his knee, too, when he went down. That knee's bothering him. You can tell it is.
Cole Hicks with his first foul. 7th team foul on Boyd County.
Coaching is such a big, you know, Chris Meir, you could go down there and coach Ashland and have a pretty good record. And it amazes me the demeanor, how different it is, different coaches. Coach Anderson always seems to be pretty calm. Seems to be. I guess there's times he gets upset. Coach Mays is more vocal.
Villers splits the pair. He's hit 3 out of 4 now. He has 3 points in the game. And Ashland's back on top by 1. Ryan Atkins checked in for Xander Carter for Ashland.
Coach Williams had a good year with Bath and great coach.
Ellis in the free throw lane, gets it back out to Spurlock. Right side of the lane, puts a 14-footer off the glass, no good. Villers with the rebound. And Cole brings it into the front court. 24-23 Tomcats. Villers pull up 3, top of the key. No good. Long rebound to Sellers. And they'll reset the offense. Clock down under 4 minutes now left in the first half. Good first half action.
2 of 9 from three-point land.
Ryan Atkins at the free throw line with Taylor on him. Gives it to Sellers. Sellers rolls around in the lane, flips it up off the glass and in. Sellers has 8, and Ashland's leads 3, 26-23. The Board right side, or Spurlock right side of the floor. Deep 3, no good.
That was
Sellers
not a good
chases
shot.
Down the long rebound. Here they come in the front court. Colin Porter pull up 3, good. Porter in double digits with 10. And just like that, it's 29-23 Ashland. And timeout, Coach Randy Anderson, a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:19 left in the first half. Tomcat fans come alive. Your score, Ashland 29, Boyd County 23.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
(29-23) Ashland with a 6-point lead. 3:19 left here in the first half. Colin Porter leads Ashland in scoring now. He's in double digits with 10, and Reese DeBoard has 8 to lead Boyd County. This basketball game was 17-15 at the end of the first period. Ashland held a 2-point lead. They've outscored Boyd County 12-8 here so far in the second period.
And it was tied, just seemed like a few seconds ago, Chris.
Spurlock in the front court, drives down the left side of the lane. I thought he walked. The Ashland fans did too. They'll call a foul.
Get Conway with a foul
on Tucker Conway. That's his first. And Spurlock will go to the free throw line where he shoots 87.5% on the season. Makes his first one, cuts the lead to 5, 29-24. Spurlock with 3 points now. Makes them both. He has 4. Boyd County's 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and the lead's 4, 29-25. Porter in the front court gives it to Sellers. To Atkins, hands it back to Sellers. Right side of the lane, over the board, puts a shot up off the glass and in. So Sellers used the rim for protection that time. He's in double digits with 10. And the Ashland leads back to 6. Hicks crosses the timeline. Porter picks him up. He comes left side of the floor. 14-foot jumper. Porter blocks it and comes away with the basketball, and the foul will be on Cole Hicks. That's a frustration foul there.
Yep.
That's the second foul on Hicks. And he'll go to the bench as Brad Newsom checks in for him. Xander Carter back into the lineup for Ashland for Tucker Conway. Timeout on the floor, a media timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:38 left in the first half. Ashland 31, Boyd County 25. We'll be back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena right after this.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
Back here at Ellis T. Johnson Arena, as the Boyd County Pep Band plays in the background, Ashland with a 6-point lead, 31-25. So Porter's at the free throw line for Ashland. He shoots 86.2% on the season. Collins' first free throw's up and in. He has 11 in the game now. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Ashland's lead 7, 32-25. Porter makes them both. Ashland's leads 8. He has 12. And Boyd County brings the basketball into the front court to Board. Works the right side of the floor. Works off a Taylor screen, now backs it out. He's double teamed, gets it to Ellis. Ellis drives in on Villers, picks his dribble up, kicks it back to DeBoard, right side 3, no good. Porter with another rebound, calling into the front court. Top of the key, pulls up long 3, no good, chases his own rebound.
Yep.
And Ashland will reset.
That's why you do that.
He knowed he missed it, and he took directly to it when he shot it.
He sure did. That's just heads-up play.
Porter gets it to Sellers. Sellers to Atkins, back to Sellers. Sellers with Taylor on him, whips it in the corner to Atkins, a 3-ball, no good. And on the other end, the Board misses a shot, a lot of contact, no call. And now we'll have a foul on Ace Taylor for Boyd County on the rebound.
I missed it by 15 seconds.
So Taylor picks up his 3rd foul.
Oh.
And Holbrook will check back in for him.
The Board was upset that he didn't get the foul call.
There was a lot of contact on that shot, too. So Sellers will go to the free throw line on the other end of the floor. Ethan shoots 85.9% on the season. He's 2 of 2 at the free throw line this evening, misses the front end. Holbrook with the rebound, gives it to Ellis, and he brings it into the front court. 8-point lead for Ashland. Spurlock drives Porter down on the block, puts an off-balance shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Asher Atkins. Atkins gets it to Porter, and the clock's down under 1:20 as Ashland comes into the front court. Porter on the left wing, drives it down on the baseline, back out to Villers. Now Porter will bring it back out on top. He turns, drives in the lane, puts a shot up off the glass and in. Porter with 14, pretty move down the lane. 35-25, the Ashland leads 10. Boyd County's not scored the last 2:07. DeBoard, long 3 on the right wing, good. And Boyd County needed that.
They needed that shot.
DeBoard in double digits with 11 now, and the lead's down to 7. Clock down to 40 seconds left in the first half. Sellers on the right wing, long 3 for Ethan, no good. And Holbrook chases down the rebound. He gets it to DeBoard. Clock down under 25 as Boyd County comes into the front court. DeBoard will back it out. Boyd County will
They
go
will
for
hold.
one.
They will hold for one shot.
Clock down under 8 now. They're going to have to go. DeBoard shoots an air ball at the buzzer from the top of the key. So we're halfway home to crowning the 16th region champion right now. The Tomcats with a 7-point lead here at halftime, 35-28 over Boyd County, and I'll be back with some official statistics here in just a couple of minutes.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
Back here at LST Johnson Arena, halftime, and the Ashland Tomcats have a 7-point lead, 35-28 over Boyd County. Let's take a look at some of the official statistics for the first half. First in individual scoring for Boyd County, they were led in scoring by Reese DeBoard with 11 points. DeBoard was 4 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 6 from behind the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, and DeBoard pulled down 4 rebounds to go with his 11 points. 6 points for Jason Ellis on 2 of 3 shooting from the floor. 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, and Ellis pulled down 1 rebound to go with his 6 points. 5 points for Cole Hicks on 2 of 3 shooting from the floor. Hicks was 1 of 1 from behind the three-point line, and Hicks had 1 rebound and 1 assist to go with his 5 points. Jacob Spurlock with 4 points in the first half for Boyd County on 1 of 6 shooting from the floor, 0 of 2 from behind the three-point line. Spurlock was perfect at the charity stripe, 2 of 2, and winds up with 4 points in the first half. And Brad Newsom with 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting from the floor and 2 rebounds for Boyd County to round out the 28 points in scoring in the first half. For the Ashland Tomcats, they were led by Colin Porter with 14 points. Porter was 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 2 from behind the three-point line. Perfect at the charity stripe, 3 of 3. Porter pulled down 5 rebounds and had 2 assists to go with his 14 points in the first half. Ethan Sellers with 10 points. Sally was 4 of 10 from the floor. He was 0 of 5, however, from behind the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe, and Sellers had 3 rebounds and 1 assist to go with his 10 points. Xander Carter with 6 on 2 of 3 from the floor. All 3 of those shots and both buckets from behind the three-point line. Carter had 2 rebounds to go with his 6 points. 3 points for Cole Billers. He was 0 of 3 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and Billers had 3 rebounds to go with his 3 points. And Ryan Atkins had 2 points. He scored those on 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, and Ryan had 2 rebounds and 1 assist to go with his 2 points and wind up the 35 points in scoring for Ashland in the first half. Team statistics: Boyd County shot 37% on 10 of 27, 33% from behind the three-point line on 3 of 9. They were 83% at the charity stripe on 5 of 6 in the first half. Boyd County committed 2 turnovers. Ashland converted those into 4 points on their end of the floor. 13 rebounds for Boyd County, 10 on the defensive end, 4 second change points, 2 bench points, 14 points in the paint, no fast break points, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 assists for Boyd County on their 10 field goals. Ashland shot 44% on 11 of 25, 21% from downtown, 3 of 14 from the free throw line. Ashland shot 83% on 10 of 12. The Tomcats made 3 turnovers. Boyd County did not convert those into any points on the scoreboard. Ashland with 19 rebounds. They out-rebounded Boyd County 19-13, 14 of those on the defensive end. 4 second change points, no bench points, 12 points in the paint for the Tomcats, no fast break points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 4 assists on the 11 field goals for Ashland. This game was tied 3 times. We had 1 lead change. Ashland led for 12:07 of the first 16 minutes. Boyd County led for 58 seconds. Boyd County's largest lead was 2 at 2-0. That came at the 7:06 mark of the first period. Ashland's largest lead was 10. That came at the 1:04 mark of the second quarter, 35-25. The Tomcats outscored Boyd County 17-15 in the first quarter and 18-13 in the second quarter, and that brings us to where we're at here at halftime, 35-28 to Tomcats. We'll go back to the studio, get in about 3 minutes of commercials, give me a chance to catch my breath, and then we'll be back here for the second half between Ashland and Boyd County, the winner advancing to next week's Sweet 16 in Rupp Arena.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
So the second half about ready to get underway. Ashland with a 7-point lead, 35-28. And Reggie, they're 16 minutes away from going to Rupp Arena if they can hang on to this lead here in the second half.
Yep, it's going to be an interesting half. Boyd County's going to have to claw back here. They got down a little bit there toward the end of the second quarter. So, Chris, we're down to one half of basketball for the season, so this is it.
The culmination of a long season of basketball comes down to 2 quarters right here. Atkins, Porter, Sellers, Villers, and Carter on the floor for Ashland. Hicks, Ellis, DeBoard, Holbrook, and Spurlock on the floor for Boyd County to start the second half. Colin Porter on the right wing, drives Hicks down in the lane, turnaround jumper from 8 foot, good.
Got it.
So Porter starts out the second half with a bucket. He has 16 in the game, and Ashland leads 9, 37-28. Holbrook in the front court for Boyd County. And he played some guard for them last night. Gives it to Spurlock. The 8th grader drives in the lane on Porter, picks his dribble up, comes back outside, 3-ball Hicks.
Got
good.
it.
Cole Hicks buries the triple.
Big
he has
shot.
8.
Big shot to Hicks.
And Boyd needed that. The lead's down to 6. Porter in the front court for Ashland. Works around the Atkins screen, picks his dribble up, floats it cross court to Carter on the right wing. Now back to Porter in between the circles. Clock approaches 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Sellers touches the ball, drives around Holbrook, loses the basketball, and a pushing foul is called, I believe, on Red Holbrook for Boyd County. And it is on Holbrook. That'll be his second. So Ashland will inbounds. Porter to throw it in, gets it into Villers. Villers comes to Sellers, top of the key, back to Villers on the wing, drives around Spurlock, misses the shot, and Spurlock with the rebound. Here comes Boyd County into the front court. DeBoard with the basketball. DeBoard leads Boyd County in scoring with 11 points. He gets it on the wing to Hicks. Spurlock drives inside the circle. Off balance, loses it, and Sellers comes away with the basketball. Turnover for Boyd County. That's their third. Carter kicks it back outside to Villers. He misses a 3 on the left wing, and DeBoard goes high for the rebound. Boyd County into the front court. They trail by 6. DeBoard pulls up. Sellers comes out to get him. Gets it to Spurlock. Fall away 3, right side, no good. Ball tipped up, no good, and that'll be a foul on Jason Ellis.
Yeah.
So Ellis was over the back. That's his second. Second team foul on Boyd County. And Ashland's lead 6 as the Lions inbound. Ellis in the paint. Spins on Atkins, puts a shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up a second time and scores. So a good play by Jason Ellis. He has 8 in the game now. And on the other end of the floor, Sellers is fouled. Spurlock picks up the foul for Boyd County. That's his first. And Ethan Sellers will go to the free throw line for the Tomcats. He's 2 of 3 there this evening. 85.9% on the season for Ethan. And he makes them both. And the lead 6, 39-33.
Sellers just having a hard time getting that 3-point shot to fall. He's 0 for 5 tonight. Villers is 0 for 3. Ashland just shooting 20%, Chris, from
Hicks
behind the
feeds
line.
Ellis in the paint. He missed the gimme, and Villers with the rebound. They could have called Holbrook for a foul there. They get it to Porter. Porter crosses the timeline, drives down in the lane, spins, gives it back to Villers. He finds Porter top of the key, drives in the lane in the corner. Villers 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound Sellers. He kicks it back to Carter. Porter right wing corner, Villers. In the lane, Villers puts a shot up over and in over Cole Hicks. They'll call Hicks for the foul, and Villers will go to the 3-point line, or to the free throw line, to try to complete the 3-point play. Good play by Cole Villers. So Ashland's leads up to 8 now, 41-33. Villers goes to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play, and he does. And just like that, Ashland's back up by 9, 42-33. Villers with 6 points now for Ashland. And Hicks walks it into the front court. Boyd County's got to be careful here, Reggie, over the next couple of minutes, or this game could get out of hand.
Yeah.
DeBoard puts a shot up in the lane, no good, but tapped back up and in by Holbrook. Holbrook with his first 2 points, and the lead's down to 7, 42-35. Porter in the front court, drives left side of the lane, picks his dribble up, gets it back to Villers. Villers hands it to Porter, and he'll back it out now. Porter spins in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Wide open three, Ryan Atkins, good. Well, no, he missed that. It was off the glass. It looked like it went in from up here. The board on the other end for Boyd County. Gets it back to Spurlock, and that'll be a foul on Ethan Sellers.
Yeah, he couldn't get stopped.
Sellers picks up his second as Tucker Conway checks back into the lineup for Ashland and Brad Newsom for Boyd County. 42-35, Ashland with a 7-point lead. That's what they led by at halftime. Both teams has scored 7 here in the third period. DeBoard works on Sellers, takes him in the lane, and Sellers knocks that out of bounds, and they'll call the foul on Ethan. And that'll be the third personal on Sellers.
That's a big foul right there. We got 4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
DeBoard goes to the free throw line for Boyd County. He's 1 of 2 for the game, make it 1 of 3 now as he misses the first one. DeBoard an 81% free throw shooter on the season, Boyd County's best free throw shooter. Boyd County 5 of 6 from the line tonight, make it 6 of 7 now. As DeBoard splits the pair, and he has 12 in the game to lead Boyd County in scoring. Porter brings it into the front court. Comes to the left side, works off a Carter screen, picks his dribble up, gives it back to Xander. He'll put up a 3, no good. Villers with the offensive rebound, gets it back to Carter. And that ball's deflected out of bounds by Ellis. It'll stay with Ashland.
16.7% shooting from the 3-point range tonight for the Ashland Tomcats.
And they still lead by 6.
They're 3 of 18. I believe I'd tone it down and shoot.
Carter misses the 15-foot jumper, chases his own rebound, puts it back up and misses it. But we'll have a Boyd County foul. I believe that's on Red Holbrook, and if it is, that'll be his third. And that is on Holbrook. Xander Carter goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He's 62.2% on the season. Carter rattles the first one around and in. Xander with 7 points now. And Ashland's lead 7, 43-36. Carter makes them both.
So, Chris, honestly, Ashland, I mean, they're not playing well. They're not playing like they're capable of playing. There's no doubt. I guess the first game we watched them that kind of spoiled us because they hit everything they shot, and the last 2 games, especially last night, they were lucky to escape.
Xander Carter picks up the foul for Ashland. That's his first. DeBoard trying to get it in. He gets it in to Spurlock. Left side of the lane, shot up off the arm, no good. Porter with the rebound. Into the front court comes Collin, right side of the floor. Finds Conway. Watch him work that basketball. Selly for the 3, good. Ethan Sellers buries the triple. That's his first one of the game. He has 15 now. And just like that, Ashland's up by 11.
Yeah, so I mean,
like you say, they've not played well at all.
They're not playing good, and they're up 11.
Timeout, Coach Randy Anderson. It's a full timeout for Boyd County. We'll take it with him. 3:23 left in the third period, 47-36 Ashland, and we'll be back to Morehead right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
47-36, Ashland with an 11-point lead. They led by 7 at the break. Colin Porter leads the Tomcats in scoring with 16 points. Reese DeBoard leads Boyd County with 12.
Chris, Boyd County they need more than they're getting out of Spurlock right now. He's got 4, 1 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. They need more than that out of him this game to have any kind of chance.
Well, this is a big stage for the 8th grade.
It is, but he's lit it up the first 2 games.
Newsom down on the block misses the shot over Carter. Conway got the rebound. Now he's tied up the possession arrow. Points
to Boyd
County. Cole Hicks checks back into the lineup for Boyd County. Spurlock will go to the bench. 3:08 left on the clock. First dead ball under 3 minutes. We'll have the media timeout. 3 ball to Board. He was fouled as he shot it. So Reese will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. Porter picks up his 3rd foul for Ashland as well.
Big. That's big.
It is, because I tell you, they're not the same team if he's not on the floor.
If he's not on the floor, they're not.
The Board makes the first one. Reese with 13 points in the game now. Cuts the lead to 8. Or to 12, I'm sorry. That cuts it to 11. 10, they'll get the scoreboard right here in a minute. 47-37, 47-36 now.
The clock's not running. There it goes.
There it goes. They're having all kinds of trouble with the clock here this evening. Porter in the front court on the right wing. Kicks it to Villers. He puts up a 3 on the right wing. No good. Sellers taps it back up. No good. And the foul's on the floor. I believe, are they going to call that on Holbrook for Boyd County?
I believe so.
That's 4 fouls on Holbrook now.
We're going to have a media timeout here.
So at the 2:47 mark, we'll have a media timeout.
No, we don't. Oh,
they've called it.
They let him throw the ball in.
They'd already blowed the horn at the table. The bucket's no good. 2:47 left to go in the 3rd period. We'll take the media timeout with them from LST Johnson Arena. Ashland leads by 8, 47-39.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Back here at LST Johnson Arena, 2:47 left in the 3rd period. Ashland with an 8-point lead. And the clock operator, Randy Stacy, having all kinds of problems with the clock this evening. Finally gets it right. Ashland inbounds the basketball. Porter on the left wing feeds Sellers in the corner. 3 up and good.
Got it.
So Sellers has made back-to-back triples. He has 18 in the game now. And the lead's up to 11, 50-39. DeBoard in the front court. Gives it to Ellis on the left wing.
Good pass.
Good pass to Newsom. That shot's blocked by Carter. Zander gets it to Villers, and Villers brings it across the timeline. Gives it to Porter. Clock moving at 2:10 left here in the 3rd period. Villers on the right wing. Picks his dribble up, finds Porter in the lane. He puts a shot up around Ellis and
what a shot.
Porter with 18 points now for Ashland, and the lead's 13.
What a shot.
52-39.
He put it up, pulled it back down, and then put it up again, Chris.
Porter and Sellers both with 18 now for Ashland. DeBoard baseline jumper, Boyd good.
Got it.
DeBoard has 17 now for Boyd County, and the lead's 11. Sally will take another three deep on the left wing. It's good, and Ethan's getting hot.
He's getting hot.
21 points for Sellers now.
Boyd's going to put a little press of their own on here.
The lead's 14 as Boyd gets it into the front court. DeBoard will take a three, no good, and Porter with the rebound.
He's got Sally down on the right corner.
Xander Carter drives down on the baseline, puts a shot up off the glass and in. And Ashland's breaking it open a little bit now.
Yeah,
Carter in
are.
double digits with 10, and the lead's 16. Newsom.
Good pass.
Foul on the floor. So Villers picks up the foul for Ashland. That's his second, the 15th foul on the Tomcats. Ryan Atkins checks back into the lineup for Ashland. And for Boyd County, Griffin Taylor. Taylor gets the ball into Ellis. Ellis spins in the lane on Carter. Scoop shot off the glass, no good. And Xander Carter picks up the foul for Ashland.
I honestly thought Boyd County missed an opportunity tonight, but dishing the ball down to Ellis on the block. He's big. He's the biggest guy on the floor, Chris, and he's proved that he could stick it in the hole. And I think they missed the opportunity shooting so many threes.
He shoots 58% from the free throw line. Ellis misses that first one. Ashland has three players now with 3 fouls, all on the floor. Porter, Sellers, and Carter, all with 3 fouls each. Ellis splits the pair. He's got 9 in the game. And the lead's 15, 57-42. Porter crosses the timeline, gives it to Atkins. Left elbow. Sellers, left side of the lane. He was bumped hard, and guess who? Ace Taylor.
No way.
Taylor picks up the foul. That's his 4th.
Now you
So between Taylor and Holbrook that's substituted for Taylor, they had 10 fouls to use to start the game with. They've used 8 of them already. Ryan Atkins with the bucket.
No, I thought they called a foul too, but they didn't.
Atkins with 4 points now in the game for Ashland, and the lead 17, 59-42.
Hey, this is not the last you're going to see of Boyd County. They're going to be tough for the next few years. They got a good young team.
Clock down to 10. Newsom top of the key. Clock to 5. Newsom spins, he travels. Turnover for Boyd County, their 4th. 2.2 is what we've got left on the clock. Porter from half court at the buzzer, no good. So a good third period for Ashland. As we go into the 4th period, they outscore Boyd County 24-14. In the 3rd period, they lead 59-42. And we'll be back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena with the 4th period right after this. (59-42), Ashland with a 17-point lead as we go to the 4th period.
And Chris, looking into next week, I know the girls' state tournament action starts Wednesday.
Starts tomorrow.
Yeah, and the boys next Wednesday. And in all likelihood, Ashland's going to go. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to have to play better there than they have here tonight, or their time there will be short-lived. It's a different level up there.
Sellers misses the shot. Atkins misses the follow-up, and DeBoard comes away with the rebound for Boyd County.
And
he takes it all the way down the lane. He misses the layup, and Atkins gets the rebound for Ashland.
They just haven't been hitting good, and they're going to have them shots drop down there, I can tell you.
Porter in the front court now for Ashland. Atkins, Porter, Sellers, Conway, Billers on the court for Ashland. And a travel for Boyd County, another turnover. Spurlock walks. That's turnover number 5 now on Boyd County.
Neither team's turning the ball over bad tonight. One has 4, Ashland has 4, Boyd County has 5.
Hicks, Ellis, DeBoard, Holbrook, and Spurlock on the floor to start the 4th period for Boyd County. Atkins, Porter, Sellers, Conway, and Billers on the floor for Ashland. Sellers, top of the key 3, good. My goodness. He's got 24 now in the game all of a sudden. 4 of 9 from behind the 3-point line, and the lead's 20. Never seen a kid get hot as quick as he can.
No, and believe me, he was cold the first half. I mean, I don't know what he had, but
and another travel for Spurlock. Spurlock's had a hard time tonight, but he's going to be back. And he's a heck of a basketball player.
Yeah, he's 1 of 8 on his field goals tonight, 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
That's his 4th turnover as well.
Yeah.
Sellers brings it into the front court now. Ashland leads by 20. He gets it to Porter. Porter spins on Holbrook, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. DeBoard gets the rebound. Reese into the front court, hits Spurlock in the lane. His shot off the glass and in.
Beautiful move.
So Spurlock makes the shot in the lane. He has 6 in the game now. The lead's 18.
Not too many 8th graders can make that play right there.
Porter on the right wing, drives on Holbrook again, kicks it in the corner. Selly, 3-ball, good.
He's hot
Folks,
now.
Ethan Sellers is a shooter. 24 points now in the game for Sellers. 65-44. And that shot goes out of bounds over to Ashland. Sellers with 27 now. I stand corrected. Boyd County takes a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:57 left in the 4th quarter. 65-44 Ashland. We'll be back to Morehead right after this.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
Back here at L.S.T. Johnson Arena, 5:57 left in the 4th quarter, and Ashland's 5 minutes and 57 seconds away from returning to Rupp Arena for the 4th straight year, so it looks right now.
Yeah.
Ethan Sellers with 27 points for Ashland. Brings it into the front court, finds Conway in the corner, and Tucker buries a 3. That kid can shoot too. That's Conway's first 3.
Well, they was quiet in the first half, but they're not quiet now.
68-44. Newsom misses the runner in the lane.
Good play.
Porter ahead to Conway. He'll tee up another 3. Good.
My goodness.
A 3-point shooting exhibition here in the second half for Ashland. 71-44, 27-point lead. Hicks misses the shot in the lane. And the basketball goes out of bounds to Boyd County. Sellers was the last to touch it.
Chris, this was a 4-point game at halftime. That's how fast they can. That's how fast they can put them up.
Well, they've got a 27-point lead right now. That foul was on Conway
But
for
I
Ashland.
mean, this was a ball game at halftime. It was nip and tuck. I mean, just
Spurlock's at the free throw line for Boyd County. He makes the first one. Ashland is 7 of 13 from behind the three-point line in the second half for 53.8%. Spurlock makes them both. He has 8 in the game now, and the lead's 25.
and at halftime they were 16.7% from three-point line.
Tristan Davis missed that shot. And Boyd County comes into the front court. Hicks on the right wing down on the block to Ellis. He puts a shot up no good. That was blocked by Villers. And Davis picks up the loose ball, gets it to
what a
Villers. Pass
pass.
ahead to Sellers, and Sellers lays it in. 29 points now for Ethan Sellers. And the lead's 27, 73-46. Turnover. Villers in the front court now for Ashland. Pulls it out. Finds Selly deep on the left wing. Three. Good.
My goodness. He was 6 foot behind the line.
Sellers is 6 of 11 now from behind the three-point line. That three's up no good on the Boyd County end. And Davis picked up the rebound, gives it to Porter. Sellers another three, left corner. He misses one finally. And Hicks gets the rebound for Boyd County, and he'll be fouled.
All right, Coach Mays, get them young boys in here. Let them play a little bit.
Tucker Conway picks up the foul.
You're up 30. Let's let them young guys come in and have a little tournament action.
Xander Carter and Asher Atkins checks back into the lineup for Ashland. Tyler Jackson into the lineup for Boyd County. Cole Hicks will be at the free throw line. The 5'10 freshman shoots 73.3% on the season. His first trip here this evening to the free throw line. Boyd County's 12 of 14 from the charity stripe, make it 13 of 15 now. Hicks has 9 in the game. Misses the second one. Porter gets the rebound. 29-point lead. The clock winds down under 4 minutes as Porter comes into the front court. Drives around Newsom in the lane. In the corner, three ball. Good by Asher Adkins, the 6'1 sophomore. So everybody's getting in on the act. The lead's 32. Newsom, 15-foot jumper, rattles around and in. So Brad Newsom with 4 points for Boyd.
It's time for Coach Mays to empty his bench.
Leads down to 30 as Sellers comes into the front court. Three ball, top of the key, in and out. Hicks with the rebound, gets it to Newsom. Newsom drives in the lane, puts a shot up over Sellers, and good.
Beautiful.
And Sellers fouls him. Good shot by Newsom, and he'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play for Boyd County. Sellers picks up his 4th foul. And that'll get Grayson Jackson into the basketball game for Ashland. The 6'4 senior replaces Sellers. And Newsom completes the three-point play. He has 7 in the game now. And the lead's 27, 79-52. Atkins with the basketball, picks his dribble up. Tristan Davis loses it. Here comes Boyd County the other way. Hicks lays it up off the glass. No good. Colin Porter gets the rebound. 2:48 and the clock moving. As Porter brings it into the front court. And they're going to call him for the push-off, and he did. So that's the 4th foul on Porter. And we'll have a media timeout with 2:43 left in this basketball game. 79-52 Ashland up by 27. And we'll be back to Morehead right after this.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
The Ashland Pep Band in the background plays with 2:43 left here in this basketball game, and Ashland leads by 27. And they're well on their way to Rupp Arena next week to represent the 16th region for a 4th straight season.
Coach Mays emptied his bench.
So Boyd County with the basketball. They trail by 27. Newsom with the basketball. Top of the key, he'll take a 3. He misses that. It goes out of bounds over to Ashland. So watch Cameron Davis, number 14, the 5'11", 8th grader for Ashland. He looked really good down here the other night. One little bit he got to play against East Carter. Xander Carter drives inside the circle, now backs it out. The clock down to 2:05 and continues to run. Asher Adkins. Cameron Davis gets it back to Carter. Carter back to Davis now, clock down under 1:45. Xander Carter shot up off the glass and good. I'm sorry, that was Asher Atkins with the bucket for Ashland.
I thought it was Carter too.
Yeah, I did too, but it was Atkins. So into the front court comes Boyd County. Clock down under 1:15 now. 3 ball on the left wing, no good by Hicks. They'll get a second chance. 3 ball, Hicks again, no good. Gets his own rebound 3rd time. Robertson with the 3, no good. And finally, Ashland comes away with the basketball. Tristan Davis with the rebound. He gets it to Cameron Davis. He'll walk it into the front court. Asher Atkins on the right wing. Hicks on him. Now the officials will call a timeout to let more players check into this basketball game with 42.2 seconds left on the clock. DJ Williams checks into the lineup for Ashland.
It's been a good tournament, Chris.
Been an excellent tournament. Davis with the basketball. The clock down under 40 seconds now. Tristan kicks it out to Williams. Top of the key, 3 ball up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Asher Adkins. He has 8 in the game now, and Ashland's up 84-52. 3 ball right wing. And that lodges between the rim and the backboard. Marcus Brumfield with that shot, the 6'1" freshman. So Ashland will inbounds the basketball with 15.9 seconds left. The possession arrow is pointing to Boyd County. The official was ready to give it to Ashland too.
Good pass.
Shot up off the glass, no good by Taylor. And the rebound comes down to Tristan Davis, and that'll do it. So for the 4th straight season, your 16th region champions are the Ashland Paul Blazer Tomcats, and they're going back to Rupp Arena next week to represent the 16th region in the Sweet 16. Final score, Ashland 84, Boyd County 52. We'll go back to the studio, get in a couple of quick commercials, and I'll be back with the official statistics, and we'll also have the award ceremony to see the all-tournament team and all the awards right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
(84-52) your final. Ashland defeats Boyd County. We'll take a look at the official statistics here, and I'll stop as soon as they start the award ceremony and then complete them after that. Let's look at the official individual scoring first for Boyd County. They were led in scoring by Reese DeBoard with 17 points on 5 of 18 from the floor, 2 of 8 from behind the three-point line. DeBoard was 5 of 6 from the free throw line and had 8 rebounds and 3 assists to go with his 18 points. 9 points for Jason Ellis on 3 of 7 shooting from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and Ellis with 4 rebounds to go with his 9 points. 9 points for Cole Hicks on 3 of 10 shooting from the floor, 2 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Hicks was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe and had 3 rebounds and 1 assist to go with his 9 points. 8 points for Jacob Spurlock. Spurlock was 2 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 3 from behind the three-point line, perfect at the free throw line, 4 of 4, and Spurlock with 1 rebound to go with his 8 points. 7 points for Brad Newsom on 3 of 8 shooting from the floor, 0 of 1 from behind the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and Newsom with 2 rebounds to go with his 7 points. And 2 points for Red Holbrook. He made his only shot from the field, and Holbrook pulled down 4 rebounds to go with his 2 points and round out the 52 points in scoring for Boyd County. For Ashland, they were led in scoring by Ethan Sellers with 32 points on 11 of 20 shooting from the floor, 6 of 13 from behind the three-point line. Sellers was 4 of 5 from the free throw line and had 5 rebounds and 2 assists to go with his 32 points. Colin Porter had 18 points on 7 of 11 shooting from the floor, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, and Porter had 10 rebounds and 11 assists to go with his 18 points. He had a triple-double here this evening. 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists for Colin Porter. 10 points for Xander Carter on 3 of 6 shooting from the floor, 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, and 4 rebounds and 1 assist to go with Xander Carter's 10 points. I'll continue the statistical wrap-up after the presentation of awards. We'll go to the floor for that now.
To kick off our award ceremony, the 2022 16th Region Boys Tournament in cheerleading judging. Cheerleading squads were judged during the first round games of the tournament to determine an in-game team winner and runner-up. Your runner-up for the 2022 16th Region Boys Your 2022 16th Region Boys Tournament game cheerleading winners, Morehead County. Congratulations to William County and Round County. It is now time to honor the 16th Region KHSAA Player of the Year. For Russell, Brady, Bell. At this time, we would like to recognize the 2022 Wawa Jones Award winner. This award is given to one multi-sport athlete from across the state each year who excels in 3 or more sports, excels in the classroom, and also contributes greatly in their community. This year's 2022 Wawa Jones Award winner, Chase Alderman. Chase will receive his award during the Mr. and Mrs. Basketball Awards banquet on March 20th in Lexington, Kentucky. Let's give another round of applause for our 2022 Wawa Jones Award winner, Chase Alderman. Now let's recognize our finalists here this evening. The 16th Region Boys Tournament runner-up, the Morehead County Lions. And we would ask for head coach Randy Anderson to step forward and receive a game ball. Congratulations and a great season, Morehead County. And now, for your 16th Region The head coach for Ashland Blazer, Jason Mays. We have a game ball as well for you. Your 16th region boys tournament champion, it is now time to award the 16th region Larry Stevenson Sportsmanship Award. The 2022 Larry Stevenson Sportsmanship Award goes to wrestling. It is now time for our 16th Region Boys Championship All-Tournament team. In no specific order, from Brown County, Colby Wilburn. From East Carter, Connor Goodman. From Russell, Brady Bell. From Elgin County, Gavin Griffin. From Bath County, Tyler Buchanan. From Bath County, Jordan Wilson. From Bath County, Zach Otis. From Morehead County, Jacob Spurlock. Ashland, Cole Villers. The final member of the 16th Region Boys All-Tournament Team in the 2022 16th Region Tournament Most Valuable Player from Ashland, Colin Porter. Your 2022 16th Region Boys Championship All-Tournament Team.
So that's the introduction of the award ceremony. And the all-tournament team and the MVP, Colin Porter, is the MVP of the 16th Region Tournament for Ashland. And they also introduced the 14-member all-tournament team there just then. You saw it all. Now let's go back and finish the rest of the statistics in this basketball game. We was about halfway through Ashland's statistics here when we cut off. Asher Atkins had 8 points for the Tomcats on 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. He was 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line, and Atkins pulled down 2 rebounds to go with his 8 points. 6 points for Tucker Conway. He made both of his shots from the floor. Both of them were three-pointers, and Conway pulled down a rebound to go with his 6 points. 6 points for Cole Villers. Villers was 1 of 8 shooting from the floor, 0 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Villers was 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, and Cole pulled down 6 rebounds to go with his 6 points. Ryan Atkins with 4 points on 1 of 3 shooting from the floor, 0 of 1 from behind the three-point line. Atkins was perfect from the charity stripe, 2 of 2, and he pulled down 3 rebounds and had 1 assist to go with his 4 points and round out the 84 points in scoring for Ashland. Team statistics, Boyd County wound up shooting 31% for the game on 17 of 55 from the floor. They was 21% from behind the three-point line, 4 of 19. Boyd County shot 82% from the charity stripe, 14 of 17. The Lions had 7 turnovers. Ashland converted those into 10 points on their end of the floor. Boyd County pulled down 28 rebounds, 19 of those on the defensive end, 10 second chance points, 9 bench points, 22 points in the paint for Boyd County, no fast break points, 1 block, 2 steals, and 5 assists on their 17 field goals. For the Tomcats, they shot 50% from the floor for the game on 28 of 56, 41% from behind the three-point line on 13 of 32, and Ashland shot 88% from the free throw line, 15 of 17. 6 turnovers for Ashland. Boyd County converted those into 3 points. 39 rebounds for the Tomcats. They controlled the glass. They beat Boyd County by 11 on the boards, 39-28. 29 of those 39 rebounds were defensive rebounds for Ashland. 12 second chance points, 14 bench points, 22 points in the paint, 2 fast break points, 4 blocks, 4 steals, and 19 assists on Ashland's 28 field goals for the game. This game was tied 3 times. It was tied for 2 minutes and 55 seconds total of the game. Boyd County's biggest lead was 2, and that was at 2-0 to start the game at the 7:06 mark of the first period. Ashland's largest lead was 32, and that came at the 3:50 mark of the fourth quarter at 84-52 and was our final score. Ashland outscored Boyd County 17-15 in the first period, 18-13 in the second period. They led 35-28 at halftime. They outscored Boyd County 24-14 in the third period and 25-10 in the fourth period as they coast to a 32-point victory, 84-52. Ashland made 5 of their last 7 field goals to close out Boyd County in this game. Boyd County was 2 of their last 14 from the field, and Boyd County did not score a point for the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds of this basketball game. So Ashland's headed back to Rupp Arena to represent the 16th region. They'll play next Thursday evening at 8:30, and they'll play the winner of the 9th region. That game is also going underway tonight, and that's between Covington Catholic with a record of 27-4 and Dixie Heights with a record of 22-6. Ashland will play the winner of that game at 8:30 on Thursday, March the 17th. Ashland did play Covington Catholic and beat them 71-60 on January the 29th, and that game was at Ashland. Ashland improves to 35-20 in 16th Region Championship games since 1922. That's Ashland's 35th title here tonight and their 4th straight. Let's look at the girls' side of the bracket for just a minute. Boyd County defeated Ashland 51-35 here to advance to Rupp Arena, and they play tomorrow at 11 a.m. Boyd County will take on Meade County. The Lady Waves out of the 3rd Region, Meade County with a record of 28-6. And the winner of that game between Boyd County and Meade County will take on the winner of Bullitt East and Bethlehem, the Banshees. And that game would be on Friday afternoon, March the 11th at 1:30. So the all-tournament teams for both the boys and the girls, we had players from our viewing area on both. The girls done well. Menifee County had 3 girls on the all-tournament team: Shaylin Baker, Kelsey Woodard, and Taylor Parks. And Jenna Hampton also made the all-tournament team for Morgan County. So congratulations to them. And for the boys out of our viewing area, from Elliott County, Gatlin Griffith, congratulations to Gatlin on making the all-tournament team. And Bath County had Tyler Buchanan, Jordan Wilson, and Zach Otis, all 3 to make the all-tournament team. So congratulations to them. So with that, that'll bring us to the end of the 21-22 season here on MTTV. It's been 37 games. It's stretched over 4 months, almost 5. We've enjoyed every minute of it, and we hope that you've enjoyed it half as much at home as we have bringing them to you. We have a final just come in as well from the 14th Region. Perry County Central defeated Estill County 64-46. So Perry County Central will represent the 14th Region at Rupp Arena next week. So until next November, good Lord willing, if we're all still here, healthy and alive, I'm Chris Dickerson for Reggie Dickerson, Andy Bailey, and Jonathan Keaton. Let me tell you something about those 2 boys. They never say a word on the air, but they're the first ones here. They put all this stuff together. They pack all this stuff up after every game. All we have to do is come in here and sit down and talk, and we couldn't do it without them, and they're 2 of the best. They're fine boys. Anytime you see them out, thank them for what they do. They put in a lot of hours to make it possible for us to bring you these broadcasts. We'll see you back here in November, good Lord willing. Until then, have a good evening, everyone, and good night.